Hi, I had a couple things I wanted to talk about. First off, this is my first time using charcoal powder. I'm a big fan of it. I used to be the type of person who really enjoyed, like, very, very consistent lines, like Pilot G2s and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've really grown out of that. Not that one is better than the other. There's times where I really like having consistent lines, but sometimes it's nice to be very loose with it. You can tell in the beginning, I really did not know what I was doing with charcoal powder, because, like, I'm not used to it at all. But, you know, I have the ability to Google how to use these materials, but I don't. And it's so much more fun to figure things out, you know? And, like, also, if you just, like, mess around, you can find, like, weirder things to do with it than if you, like, knew the correct, I'm doing quotations, but you can't see, the correct way of using these materials. Like, this is interesting, I think, and this is not how most charcoal artists would make lines. I really like this guy that I'm working on right now. That guy, he's, like, in the bottom left corner, kind of, not really the corner, but, he's my favorite guy on here. Anyway, I think, like, ideas of what I want to do with, like, posting stuff. And I'm very not used to, like, posting my actual personality and, like, putting thought into things. That's a funny, putting thought, okay. I'm used to just making Instagram posts and, like, moving on, and I like that. But also, my brain is so full of things, you know? Everyone's brains are full of things, but I feel a need to say things for whatever reason. A lot of people don't say things, and that's even more concerning. A lot of people don't know what they're supposed to be saying. Anyway, I did this while listening to Coltrane. I just put it on shuffle. Music strongly influences my art, you know? And, well, that's not true. I did half and half. I did the first half of this listening to Coltrane, and the second half I was listening to MF Doom, the Mad Villainy album. Listen, even if you don't like rap, which I like rap, I think there's a lot of rap that's cool. A lot of it I'm not a huge fan of, but it's still cool music, you know? Especially from, like, a storytelling perspective. Like, the album is telling a story of the character Doom, obviously. And, you know, it's like his claim to fame, like, getting more popular and stuff. But it tells the whole story in just, like, excessive double entendres and, like, really backwards, roundabout ways of saying things. So, like, it almost leaves you wondering a bit, and I think that's really neat. I got really off topic and talked about jazz for, like, 5 minutes. I don't know. Wonder whatever happened to Doom. He's been real quiet recently. Hopefully he's still alive and breathing. So I almost want to treat this as, like, a brain dump. You know, I had this art piece a while ago, and it was, like, called the excrement of my internal thinking, whatever. And that's really what this is. That's what my art is. My art is just me, like, getting stuff out a lot of the times. And, you know, I had a video talking about conscious and unconscious thinking. And after I got done with it, I really didn't like it because I was using the terms conscious and unconscious thinking. And I don't know, that's, like, a very exclusionary and almost hard to understand way of talking about it, when I could be talking about it as, like, the concrete and functional thinking versus fluid and abstract thinking. And I've absolutely wired my brain to work in the abstract and fluid type of way. And, you know, it's important to realize that you use both and you need both. Because at a certain period in my life, I was just the abstract part. And this created a lot of issues for me. You know, like currently I use that logical part of myself to inhibit the more abstract and fluid part of myself. It's important to know, like there's that one study everyone talks about. Like this is kind of interesting, but like the best architects wait the longest to actually begin on their projects because, like, you know, they understand that the inspiration will come, and they are using their fluid thinking, their inspiration, and they're relying on that in a way to come along and boost their logical thinking. It is very common to see one boosting the other. It's not very often you see someone that is like an incredible mathematician and also creates incredible thinking. They typically lean to one or the other. Not saying that mathematicians can't be great artists. Yeah, but I don't know. I just want to talk about things, I think. In like the shorts I do, the like little short videos, that's like when I have to want to say something in particular, or like when I want to get something out, like about music or stuff like that, you know? I'm fairly certain I'm either going to put like MF Doom has like these albums that are like the MF Doom herbs and spices albums where he just like releases a bunch of beats, you know? And I think that's really cool because this is like nice background music and stuff just without, because like he is such a wonderful producer. You understand? Like he's so good at just making music. A lot of rappers nowadays are just rappers, you know? And I'm not saying that being just a rapper makes you any less of a musician. There are people that just play guitar and don't actually write music, but they're still musicians, you know? I don't know. I might do that, or I might like do some improv stuff, or I might combine them. That would be kind of fun, actually. I might do that. Like put a Doom beat and then like do some guitar stuff over it. I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of lame with just me talking. Attention spans or whatever. I could put like some Subway Surfers on the screen. That would hold people's attention. Maybe. It's kind of wild. Like I understand this won't get attention, and it's not supposed to. Yeah, I guess it's just for the point of having a tangible video to look at after or something. I don't know. Here's the finished thing. It looks cool. I'm donating it to my school. Yep.